From Iron Man delivering a disabled kid a life-changing item to Jack Sparrow crashing into children's hospitals, these are the moments that shock the fans beyond comprehension. Johnny Depp. Despite all the different allegations and cases against Johnny Depp, we all know how goofy he is on set and off set. Most actors leave their costumes on set, but Johnny Depp sails Jack Sparrow into places where magic matters the most. He had shown up at Children's Hospital dozens of times fully dressed as Captain Jack Sparrow, which a lot of kids love, and there he had spoken in character and never broke the illusion even for a second. At a particular hospital visit, a young girl named Miranda asked if Captain Jack was even real. Without missing a beat, Depp stayed completely in character, talking to the girl like Jack Sparrow was talking to her. He even spent an hour with the children, taking photos, telling stories, and making them forget even briefly that they were in the hospital. What makes these visits so powerful is that Johnny Depp is absolutely committed to them. He doesn't show up as Johnny Depp wearing a costume. Rather, he becomes Jack Sparrow completely, giving these kids an experience that a lot of other actors cannot, because when they visit these hospitals, kids or fans are their real selves. But for Johnny Depp, he's Jack Sparrow in real life. Wanted to stay surprised? Subscribe to the channel now. Robert Downey Jr. Robert Downey Jr., who did something so good that the fan will remember forever. Imagine waking up as a kid without an arm, waiting months for a prosthetic that insurance barely covers. Then one morning, Iron Man himself walks into your room, holding a bionic arm that was designed specifically for you. That's exactly what happened when Robert Downey Jr. surprised a young boy named Alex. Tony Stark, dressed in full Tony Stark attire, presented Alex with a custom Iron Man-themed bionic arm that was created by a non-profit organization that builds prosthetics for children. He simply said, "Pleasure to meet you," completely in character, and told him that he had another bionic expert on hand, so he thought that he would drop by. Alex was speechless, looking at Robert Downey Jr. and his hero, Iron Man. Tears started streaming down his face as Iron Man himself helped him try on his new arm. Robert even told him casually that he had a nice bow tie, acknowledging Alex's formal outfit. They looked at each other the same way, with nothing but love. This moment wasn't just about the prosthetic, it was about Robert giving validation to the children that he has heard and that he matters the most, especially in a world where he thought everything was over for him. They were testing the arm together, joking around, and Robert treated him not as a charity case, but as a fellow bionic expert. When he left, Robert even told Alex that he would see him at the movies, and he meant it. Alex was invited to the next Avengers premiere by Robert Downey Jr. himself. Billie Eilish. You might not have expected this, but Billie Eilish has a thing for genuine fans, and we are not romanticizing her. Billie Eilish has the uncanny ability to find fans who pour everything into others and ensure that they get something back too. During one of the interview sessions, the producer had invited a superfan named Emma to discuss why Billie's music matters so much to her. Emma spoke passionately about Billie's openness about her mental health, body image, and authenticity that had changed her life. This happened because Billie had been battling with low self-esteem, along with negative body image, for as long as she could remember. Then Emma told me that we are very different people, and we have very different lives, but I can relate to her so much. She is happy, and she knows how to express herself. After this, the interviewer asked Emma more questions, keeping her engaged and emotional. Then came the final question that would change Emma's life forever. The interviewer said, "Do you know that Billie is standing behind you?" From there, as soon as Emma turned around, she found Billie Eilish standing right there, having listened to her entire interview. The fan broke down completely, and Billie immediately hugged her. She even told Billie that "there's so much I want to say." While battling through her tears, she even told Billie that she loves her, and Billie replied with "I love you too," holding her tight as they stayed there for nearly 20 minutes after the camera stopped rolling. This wasn't a publicity stunt, but it was a genuine connection between an artist and a fan that went great. Taylor Swift. And you might not have guessed it, but Taylor Swift cares about her fans the most. Everyone in Hollywood claims to love their fans, but Taylor took it to the next level beyond empty statements and proved it, like how it looks in action. For years, Taylor has hosted secret sessions where she personally invites her fans to her home to hear albums before she even reveals them. But one particular surprise stands out the most. A young fan was being interviewed about what Taylor's music meant to her, particularly regarding coming out and accepting her sexuality. She told her that having her music has helped her be more comfortable with her sexuality, as she has just come out recently. Taylor was watching from another room and immediately responded, "I know. I read it on Tumblr." The fans' faces went from confusion to absolute shock. Taylor had not only been listening, but actually been reading the fans' personal posts about their coming out journey, and wanted her to know that she was seen, loved, and even supported. This wasn't an accident or a coincidence, because Taylor actively seeks out her fans' stories, reads their social media, and finds ways to connect personally with those who need it most. This level of intentional care separates performative fan service from genuine human connection because of how secret they are. We only hear about these stories from fans and not from Taylor, because she doesn't like boasting about these things. Before we move forward to the next celebrity, please subscribe to the channel, because what's coming next will definitely shock you. Tom Cruise. When Tom Cruise tells fans he will see them at the movies, he is not being polite or performative. He means it literally. Before a Top Gun Maverick screening, Cruise personally greeted a group of fans who had been invited to a special advance showing. He even told them that he thanks all of them for coming there, and that they really do dream about these moments of sharing the film with them. Cruise didn't just give a speech and leave. He stayed there for the entire film, watching it with the audience, laughing at their reaction, and taking photos with every single one of them afterwards. He spent over 3 hours at the theater that night, not because the publicist scheduled it, but because he genuinely wanted to share that experience. Tom Cruise is a man in and outside the theaters. He's been shocking the entire movie industry for ages, and he even loves shocking his fans with his polite yet strong attitude. Mark Hamill. Who doesn't love Mark Hamill? Well, his fans absolutely adore him. Adam Scott told the story on a talk show about how, as a child, he'd invited Mark Hamill to his second birthday party during the Empire Strikes Back era. Hamill obviously didn't show up, as he was one of the biggest stars in the Hollywood industry at that time. During the interview, where Scott recounted this childhood disappointment, the host asked about his Star Wars experience. But as soon as he looked back, he broke down in tears as his childhood hero finally showed up to the birthday party 4 decades later. Hamill stated the character apologized for missing the original party, and even spent genuine time with Scott talking about Star Wars, acting, and just geeking out on the topic together. It was like a childhood dream fulfilled on live television, but it was for the world to see, and we absolutely loved it. How would you react if your childhood hero showed up at your door? Let us know in the comments down below. Chris Hemsworth. Next comes a very interesting case. A weather reporter in Australia was doing a live broadcast, trying to find horses to feature in a segment about the horse capital of Australia. Then something interesting happened when Chris Hemsworth walked into the frame, saying that they were talking about getting some horses. He told the reporter that there are a bunch of them down here actually, which he has noticed himself. The reporter got completely stunned, asking what he was doing here. Hemsworth joked that they were doing the weather for today, for the Today Show. He even said that he often gets teased about not having the best presenting skills or pronunciation, and if the reporter wanted to help him out, that would be great. This was followed by Thor himself delivering the weather forecast, intentionally mispronouncing city names, while the actual weather reporter stood there in absolute disbelief. Hemsworth stayed there for the entire segment, took photos with the crew, and even turned a routine weather report into viral gold that was good for the publicity of the channel. Jack Black. Next up is the very unique case of Jack Black. We all know that Jack Black is one of the funniest actors, and someone who kids look up to a lot too. A young fan named Tanner is in the hospital dealing with a serious illness. Jack Black heard about Tanner's situation and decided to record a video for him. In the video, he talked to Tanner like he was his friend and told him that he was at the Minecraft movie right now. But thanks to his insane kung fu ninja powers, he can come through these doors. As soon as he said that, and the video was being played in Tanner's hospital room, the actual Jack Black burst through the door behind him, perfectly timed with the kick and the video. Tanner spun around to see his childhood hero standing there, and the room erupted in cheers. Jack Black spent hours with Tanner playing video games, singing songs, and talking like old friends from the past. There were no publicists or stunts like that, just two people genuinely caring for each other while spending quality time. David Beckham. But perhaps the most unique moment on the list would be David Beckham crashing a soccer practice. A young soccer team in London was running grids with their coach. Finally, the coach asked them if they minded if someone else jumped in. The kids agreed without a second thought, and what followed was absolute bonkers. David Beckham, one of the biggest and best soccer players in the history of the game, dropped in, played with them, spent quality time with them, taught them how to play the game, and in the end, even defended against them. He stayed there for 2 hours, and by the end, everyone is happy. Which of these moments surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed the video, please subscribe to the channel and ring the bell icon for more.